You guys, we're just waiting for all the drivers to get ready, and then we'll go live soon. I think the grid is basically done.
Yeah, so sorry about that, everybody. My internet just glitched for a second and kicked me off the stream. So we're back now, back live. Should be all fine. But yeah, as we were saying, Kalamari, would you want to see everyone there?
Yeah, Kyalami,
Yeah,
definitely.
Kyalami.
Obviously, there used to be F1 at Kyalami many years ago, and South Africa actually had a Formula One driver named Jody Scheckter.
Oh yeah,
So
they did.
yeah, he drove a Ferrari. So they used to come and race in South Africa, and it would be amazing to see the modern day F1 cars fly around this track. But I think those cars are slightly too fast for us.
Yeah, and I think that's the only circuit they said there's that circuit's the only Grade A circuit in Africa. So it it's very surprising there that Africa don't have another Grade A circuit. So South Africa have the circuit and they'll be racing there. That would
But
be the. Sorry, carry on.
no. I mean, we have all these GT3 and GT4 cars and the endurance races. We have that at Kyalami, but for F1, it would be fantastic. But I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I generally don't either. But yeah, it was interesting this year because of COVID. It was interesting this year to see the 9 hours of Kaimari because with only I think it was 12 cars racing in it. It was very
Okay.
interesting. It was very interesting this year due to COVID. They only allowed 12 drivers to do the 9 hours. Not drivers,
Oh wow, yeah.
cars. So it was.
Cars.
I think it was the Honda that won the race. If spoilers to anyone who knew, in December of time it was, I think, the race. Uh, but other than that, they normally, I think it is for a normal race, they have about 18 to 20.
Okay.
So we're very short on numbers because of COVID, I think it was, and because there was other championships who were still potentially finishing their championships off as well. So,
Yeah.
but it was
James, just
yeah,
sorry. Quick question: did you restart the stream,
yep, we're all fine.
or was it the same?
It's a
Was it the restart or the same one?
it's a restart to the stream. Uh,
Okay, got it.
So sorry for that. But Roland comes in saying, "Good evening. I joined late. Action time." So hello to you.
Okay, good.
Our prem driver, so a driver there from the top class, that is there.
Oh, Ronald. Oh yeah.
Yep, Ronald. Sorry, what was it? I don't know. Anyway, so we're about to get back
Uh,
into Ray here. We do have all drivers ready now for this 20-minute race. So should be 10 past the hour we finish. Everybody, 10 past the hour. It should be here.
okay, so all the drivers are currently just choosing their setups and tire strategies, and then it's going to be interesting.
It will indeed. So hello to, just to say there are 5 people watching, so hello to all 5 of you. Owen says, let's go Storm, so he really wants Storm to do well today. As
That'd
we
be
have.
great. It'd be good if, after his bad luck in race one with all the connection issues, it'd be good for him to get a decent result in race two.
It will indeed. We're just waiting for Cam. Oh, here we go then. Red lights are on, and they're off, and away we go then for our formation lap for the second race of the day. The grid then for this, the second race, we have Thiago on pole. It's Burnout in second. Cowboy in third. Fourth is Immortal Viking. Caboo is in fifth. Royal Viking in sixth. Camels in seventh. Donovan Duffy in eighth. Ninth is Eugene. 10th is Grimshaw Jagger. Then it is Bulldog, Storm, Zars, and
Yes.
Quez, yeah.
Yeah.
In
And interesting,
last.
only 3 drivers on mediums. Eugene, Storm, and Cam Rules.
But it is going to be interesting as Zars just makes glitches out and in. But I don't know. But let me check his car. Might have done. I do apologise, guys, if my internet is a bit off tonight. I'm going to turn my internet off my phone, so I won't be able to see the chat. I do apologise, everybody. But
it's okay. I'll keep an eye on the chat. I've got it open next to me. Yeah?
But yeah, we hopefully this will allow me to do the whole stream again. It cut me off literally like 2 minutes later. So if it doesn't, I do apologise. We are just having some really heavy rain right now, so yeah, I do apologise. Where I live anyway, in the Midlands of England. Just waiting now for the last couple to come to the grid then, as here they come now. Storm popping into his grid box now, he's going to go. 14 drivers then taking to the grid then for the start of the second and final race of your Tuesday night this week.
I'll keep an eye on the mid-pack. If you want to cover the front, I'll watch Grimjaw and Eugene.
Okay. We're just giving us about 10 seconds here. Red lights are on now. 3, 4, 5. And away we go. Here we do for the start of the race here. What a start from Cowboy. He's apparently up to P number. It's already Tiago in the lead of this one then. Immortal, Viking in second, and everyone else right behind him. Burnout next. Then it should be Cowboy. Then it should be the rest. And we're a virtual safety car. Don't know why that is.
Could be debris on track. With simulation damage, VAC does come out if there's debris on track. Because also with debris on track with simulation damage, if you drive over it, you can get a puncture.
You can have about me, by the way. You can have about me.
Over 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You'll be over 10 minutes.
Well, around 10 to 15. But you can have about me. I don't know.
On that one.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I see what happened. Royal Viking has no front wing. That's so unfortunate. So it must be debris on track.
1 second. No. We could have just lap already.
James, are you still with us? I am watching the top 2 battle here, and VSC has just ended, and I am watching Immortal Vikings on the back of Tiago Maestro here, with its Burnout following in P3. So these 3 guys up front are going to try to make a breakaway. I'm not sure what happened to my commentator James. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. So yeah, you guys will just have to watch the racing point for the next few moments. I'm not in control of what you guys see, sorry. What I can tell you is that Immortal Viking is trying really, really hard to get past Tiago. With Grimjaw already up to P7, and Eugene has had bad luck on lap 1. He's already down in P12. Came for a wing change, so he's had bad luck at the start. And Cowboy went for the move on its Burnout animated stick, so that's such a wonderful move down into that tight corner, as we have a yellow flag for a Alfa Romeo that is retired from the race, and we have our second virtual safety car. James, are you back with us?
We do. Just looking at the car now, it's the same place as last race. Not for him last race, because he didn't crash last race, but same place for another car where we retired last race. So
yeah, the last race it was his teammate.
Yeah.
Crashed out.
It was
so
indeed.
Eugene unfortunately had bad luck on lap 1. He had wing damage, so he went to pit for hards. So he's going to go to the end. Grimjaw has made up 3 places, so he's already back in P7. Well, P6 now after the pit stop. Careful guys, don't speed on the VSC this time.
Am I green?
Oh, if Viking gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car.
Yeah, he was going down the straight. Yeah, that's all he was doing. And I think he maybe just went a bit too quick down the straight, and that was it.
Obviously, with virtual safety car ending, you want to get onto the power as soon as possible, but you got to be a little bit patient, because if you slam on the throttle too soon, you can actually exceed your delta time and get a penalty. So that's a little bit of self-discipline and patience that needs to still be taught in the racecraft.
Probably. As Immortal Viking gets the fastest second sector of his race anyway. There he does. I don't know if he's going to pit this lap or next. It'll be beneficial probably to do this lap.
Who were you referring to? Immortal Viking, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to do it as early as possible.
Nope, he's staying out. Just to tell you as well with the penalty situation, 8 seconds to burn out there, so that's the other person who has another big penalty.
Can you hear me okay there, James?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just got some static over the mic.
That's
Look
fine.
at Carabo, he's on the move. He's going to try and take Cowboy. He does. What a fantastic move. That was very, very nice.
And right behind him here, there is the battle as well between Grimshaw and Donovan Duffy.
So the Red Bulls are on the move.
Indeed, they are. Donovan Duffy here. Oh, he makes a little mistake. Is that going to allow Grimshaw to get through here? Let's check into the corner here as they break into it. Very sensible to not go for the dive bomb there.
Ooh, but I see Nam Bullock drove into the back of Grimshaw as he was braking to avoid Donovan, so that gave him wing damage.
Yep.
Oh, now Grimshaw drives into the back of Donovan. Oh no. What's happening, guys? What's happening?
And they're side by side, and he's done it. There you go. Then Nam Bulldog gets through. He does there. Grimshaw now is. Oh, he's got. Oh, it is right end plate damage on the front wing.
Yeah. And Nam Bulldog has got left front wing damage, and I believe they both are going to pit now.
I still don't get why Immortal Viking hasn't pitted yet. This is the last opportunity he can do it, and it's crazy he's not come in.
I wonder if he's not waiting until the latest possible moment so that the cars down the field create a big gap. So maybe he can filter out, in an opening where cars have already started pitting and fighting a bit for position. So
maybe
it makes sense why he would leave it until the last moment.
Maybe it'll be P7 he'll come out in at the moment. What my reckoning? It'll be P7. So as Jurgen sets the quickest lap of the race to 24.6.
And he does it on hards. And
wow.
He jumps Grimjaw Jagger, so this is going to be a battle to the end. Because Grimjaw is on mediums right behind him. This is really, really going to be a good one. And who's ahead of them? Nam Bulldog.
Indeed. He is. And let's go then back then, because Duffy now is right on the tail of Cowboy. Well, he nearly made a mistake there. Let's just check if he is going to come in Viking and see what the gap will be. He has to come in. This is his last opportunity. Yep, in he comes.
Yep.
We'll have to wait and see here. I think it will be Cam Rules who'll come out just behind. I mean, but you never know as he drives his drive-through penalty now.
Yeah, I'm watching Grimjaw. I'll watch this battle here at the back because I think something's about to go down here.
As he exits the pit lane, he comes out just in front of Cam Rules. So in P5.
But unfortunately, he's going to have to make another pit stop shortly as well.
Is it just a waiting game, do you think, or right now for Eugene, or
for Eugene?
Yeah, because he's right behind Bulldog now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's maybe just. Ooh, that's going to be late. But he makes it stick somehow. Still side by side.
They've not touched yet. Now they have.
Keep it clean, James. Oh, that's such good racing. Wheel to wheel.
Oh.
Very, very nicely done. Eugene got a bit of oversteer coming out of that corner at the back, and Grimjaw is going to go for the move. Eugene loses a position, yeah, unfortunately. Let's see if he can bounce back.
Let's see if he can and get through.
Yeah. Ooh, he gets... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, Eugene's gone.
Ooh, into the
Oh
wall
my
hard.
goodness.
Do we have a safety car? That should be a virtual, surely.
Yeah, I think that might be a full safety car, to be honest. That was such a hard hit. You know what he did there is coming out of the final corner. He just ran a little bit wide and clipped that outside curve.
Seconds out.
Oh,
Tiago.
I see. Tiago also. What did he do?
In the same corner in sector 2. Oh, sector 1, sorry.
Self-inflicted.
Sector 1, sorry. Into that little tiny kink. That's all it is. And he crashed out there.
Oh no.
You know the corner I mean?
Yeah. I do.
It's not
So we've
what
got-
he wanted.
Oh no, two guys retiring on one lap.
I don't think Eugene can complain though, because he's got a second already, so he's already going to be up there in the point standings.
He's going to be in the points, but I think he felt like he missed out on a victory, so he was going to try and make a comeback this race. So, yeah, I'm a bit bummed for him. You know, that would have been a good result
It would
if
have.
he could stick it out on the hards to the end. But look who's leading. Carabo is pitting now, so he'll...
The only driver who hasn't pitted yet is... That's it. They've all pitted now. After these
Cowboy
two.
as well. Cowboy's also in. Carabo, where's he going to come out? Still P1?
Maybe.
He's-
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a race win for him if he can keep it clean to the end. He's just got to worry about Cowboy.
But Cowboy's going to have to worry here, he does, because here comes Cam Rules. Down to corner 1 comes Cam Rules. Is Cam? No. But they're close now. They're 0.7. And here goes Cam. Oh, a little touch. A little touch to the back of Cowboy's car. But he's clean. Kept it clean, though. It did decide to slow down a tiny bit after that. And now makes it out the pit lane.
Yeah, now he's got cold hards where Cowboy's got mediums that's a little bit more... Oh no. Cam Rules got a temperature. His hards are on temperature already, so... Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Carabo's got a big gap up ahead because Cowboy's going to battle Cam, so I think Carabo's got this in the bag if he can just keep it clean. And then we have Grimjaw battling Nam Bulldog here. This is going to be a good one.
It is indeed. He's going to see what happens here. We are on 8 out of 15. So this is technically half race distance in the race. Let's see what Cam Rules can do on the back of Cowboy here. And then let's see what Royal... Let's actually go back to that battle because it's hotting up even more here. They're side by side right now as we speak, and he's done it. Through goes Royal Viking on Donovan there, he does. Very nicely. And I think Donovan's ghosted now. So I don't know if that means
looks like
he's left or not, but I don't know. But surely down this... Oh, we spun it! Into the wall he goes. And that is Cam Rules out of contention of a podium today. And he goes into the other side of the wall as well. And he retires from the race. Because of the impact into the wall. He retired because of the impact. Disappointed for him. He should be getting a podium easily today, but not his not his day. Now Bulldog though has Grimshaw up behind him, and Grimshaw could get a first and a third in the 2 races.
Yeah, and Bulldog is also catching Cowboy by the looks of things. So we could end up for a nice 3-way battle here for P2 with 6 laps to go. This is going to be good.
Agreed. I was just checking to see if they... I think he's just looking, Grimshaw, to see if he can overtake him or not. It'll be. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to just buy his time and maybe see where Nam Bulldog makes a mistake, or where his weaknesses are on the track. We have another crash. We do. Its burnout is out in the final sector.
In the last.
corner.
Oh. I don't know how he's done that. He comes out of the corner, must hit the curb, and then smack it straight into the wall and turn the car around.
Yeah.
It's
exactly
not good.
Happened.
It's not good at all. Grimshaw's got past Nam Bulldog, and he's right on the back of Cowboy here. If he overtakes Cowboy, I think he may have enough laps to get to the lead here.
I think so too. He just needs to close like 2 or 3 seconds on Carabo because he doesn't have a penalty. He could possibly go for the double win. Be careful, be careful. I think he's going to do it down the DRS straight.
Let's have a look. Cowboy makes a tiny mistake. So
does Grimjaw. He also made a mistake.
I'm just saying this now. Cowboy made a mistake that gained him an advantage.
Yeah.
He clipped. He basically, if you didn't see that, I think is that corner 8 or 9. Goes.
It's 9, yeah.
Yeah, goes straight through the corner. No, doesn't cut the corner, but puts 2 wheels onto the corner and then puts 2 wheels onto the track. So pretty much makes a little advantage. But it's gone now, pretty much as well. It's gone anyway, so it's all fine. Leader though has a gap of 5.4 seconds.
Just not close enough down the straight. Outbreaks himself a little bit there. Nerve-wracking moment as he as that Mercedes comes closer and closer. But luckily he got it stopped. Ooh, be careful on this curve.
That's the curve that we've seen 2 cars in this race, which has been Zaz and has been Thiago, have both crashed out there. In this race here, 11 out of 15, so we only have literally, for everyone who's watching, another like 4 minutes of racing. As here he goes, is he going to try? He tries to move there, he did, look down the inside but could not make it stick. There, couldn't Grimshaw, and I think we're going to see Cowboy keep the position here, but here goes Grimshaw down the outside, they touch. But is it going to be enough for Grimshaw to make his way through around the outside here? Yes it is. Or is it? No, he gets pushed out wide. And Bulldog goes through.
You see, that's what Bulldog does there, is he's waiting to...
Oh, that's a dive bomb and he touches him!
That's a big mistake. Oh, that's a big mistake.
That's fair, that's unsport. I don't know if that's sportsmanlike behaviour or not. That's not sportsmanlike behaviour, sorry.
I think it was just a mistake, driver mistake. He missed his braking point and tried to miss Bulldog, but unfortunately collected Cowboy. Obviously that wasn't intentional, but definitely an accident.
Yeah, we hope it was an accident.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he went for the move. I think he just outbraked himself and realized it too late. And then, once you realize you've outbraked yourself and you're going to hit someone, you basically have to just try and avoid as much as you can. So I know what it feels like.
Here we go then. Down the inside. He's done it here. Has Bulldog. He has. Through he goes on Cowboy. Very nice move there into P2. So gains
Brilliant.
2 positions in half a lap. In a lap and a half, sorry, gains 2 positions. We are on 12 out of the 15 laps here. We are. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Leader though, exiting the final corner now, he comes out of it now and starts lap 13 now he does. So that's how far ahead he is.
I think the only thing Grimjaw can do now is try and get a fastest lap to salvage a little bit of points here. Because unfortunately he did lose out there.
Indeed, I agree with you on that one.
See, Donovan Duffy has rejoined, so he's back in his car, running in a solid P5. He's got 8 seconds of penalties though, and Royal Viking only 3, so if things go well, I think we can have a McLaren in a P4 and P5 here.
Agreed.
Not really any close battles at the moment. The closest battle is actually Royal Viking slowly gaining on Cowboy, and Cowboy's just got a penalty as well, so that's not going to help him anymore.
It's not. Let's just quickly check the penalties now for everyone who is watching. Everybody's got 3 seconds of penalties except Donovan Duff has got 8. As here he comes then, across the line now and starts lap number 15 as now it's in the last corner. Comes second and third and fourth. As sector 3 we have a crash, and that's in the last corner, and that's Duffy.
No, it's Burnout. Oh no, it is Duffy, you're right. Oh no.
He crosses the line now. It was just at the last corner, so he crashed, and I think he reset to the circuit, so that's why he's going to have a no front wing for the whole lap here.
Going to lose so much time. See, Royal Viking is 1.3 behind Cowboy now, so he's really pushing.
As you were correctly saying, Grimshaw just sets fastest lap.
Oh, nice.
23.3, I think that was. Let me check now for you. Yep, 23.317.
Royal Viking within the DRS now from Cowboy.
He is.
And his tyres are actually older than Cowboy's tyres by 6 laps.
Maybe he's done some saving on them or something. Maybe he's done something with them that made them this good for this long.
Or he just... Does Cowboy have wing damage?
Let me have a look. Let me take a look for you as they... No.
Because he closed that gap drastically, and they have 1 more lap to go. I think this is going to be the battle to keep our eyes on.
It is indeed. It's the only battle on circuit we've got. Here he goes then. Does Royal Viking. Let's see if he can make this move stick as he gets to the outside line. Is he actually going to go for it? No, he's not. He backs off, which is good racing, I think. On the final lap of the race, where the last couple of cars who are still racing are now crossing the line. Still not for Viking here. Still no.
I think he's going for a move here. I think this is it.
I think it's a little bit annoying for him because Cowboy is going left and right to try and stop him from getting the position, which is allowed, but you don't want to snake. You're not allowed to snake. Well, in some leagues, you're not allowed to snake too much, or you'll get a proper penalty from the league for too many snaking. But that looked like it was allowed. But anyway, that's enough about it. Penultimate corner we go into now. But before we do, is he going to make his move stick? Oh, front wing damage. They both got front wing damage there. They did. And he's done it. But anyway, Carabo out the last corner he comes and takes the win here of the Grand Prix here in Australia for race number 2 of the season. He takes the win.
Fantastic win, yeah.
Bulldog
well
second.
Done. That's a good race from Nam Bulldog as well. Kept his nose clean. Besides that earlier incident where he unfortunately drove into the back of Grimshaw, kept his nose clean for the rest of the race and takes a solid P2, so he'll be very happy with that, I'm sure. Coming from P11, so that's a good drive.
He should be happy with that. Viking takes Immortal Viking takes P5. 6th is crossing now. They're side by side. Oh my. 0.056 the gap was there between Quaz
and Grimshaw.
Yeah, and Grimshaw there it was. Duffy exits the final corner now with no front wing at all and takes the position there. No, what do I mean to say? End plates anyway. And here comes Storm, who was a bit further back but gets some points anyway. He'll be happy to take some points anyway, he will here. And now crosses, and he will be the final driver to cross the line, and hopefully that means we've finished the session, and it does.
Yeah, interesting race. Unfortunately, a few guys crashed out. Now Bulldog driver of the day, rightly so.
Indeed.
P11 to P2, so I don't think that was a bad effort from him.
Agreed.
That was very good. Yeah.
But there we go then. That is your 2 races done for tonight. We'll get your podium celebrations and a rundown of the order of who finished, the 9 who finished, and 5 who didn't. And then we will get some thoughts, and then that'll be it for everybody.
Yeah, so P1, just to finalize the finishing order, P1 Carabo, a very, very good race from him, seeing as he's a reserve driver standing in tonight, so I'm sure he'll be wanting a full-time seat from next week. Now Bulldog P2, very good drive, and then Royal Viking in a solid P3, but obviously, unfortunately, there was a bit of contact between him and Cowboy, so I'm sure that's going to end up in the steward's office tonight. Second McLaren in P5, and then P6 QS and Alfa Romeo. Did he cross ahead of Grimshaw?
Yes, he did by 0.0, literally 0.05 it was, so there.
Wow.
Donovan in 7th and 8th, just to say Storm. Then we had Burnout, Camrals, Thiago, Eugene and Zars all not finish. And there was one more, I think, but I didn't get to see it there. Not finishing. So there we go then.
Yeah.
That was it for tonight's racing. Any last thoughts?
From my side, I think this is quite an interesting format, and I think it can keep things interesting. And race 2 each week can definitely throw a curveball into the final championship standings. So I'm quite keen to see what the guys learn from today, because it's the first time that a lot of these drivers do this format. So maybe they'll learn something and take it into the next round. And I think by the end of this season, we're going to see some really interesting strategies coming out, and hopefully the drivers will improve, we'll have less incidents, and all the races will be even more action-packed than what tonight's race was.
Agreed. More action-packed. We like that in this league. We like it. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So next week we will be heading to Bahrain. Another very tricky circuit. Tricky is to overtake at. There's not really many overtaking opportunities at Bahrain to overtake at. There's only 3 straights really, which are the overtaking opportunities at Bahrain. The rest of the circuit is probably a dive bomb.
Yeah.
There, but are you looking forward to then going to Bahrain?
I do. Firstly, because it's at night, so the cars look amazing under the lights. But Bahrain is a difficult circuit. It is very technical. So braking points that cannot be missed. So I think it's definitely going to be. It's going to bring out the best in the drivers, or they're going to have to bring their best to the track. Otherwise, they're not going to make it.
Agreed. They're totally not. It's not a long race next week, so. Will probably only be about 12 laps, I think, next week. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the 2 12-lappers, I think it is, are going to be like.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let me just check very quickly.
Yeah, we don't unfortunately do post-race interviews here, because we're going to have to invite the drivers from race 1 and race 2, and that's going to be a bit chaotic. So for this particular season, we're not going to do interviews with the drivers, unfortunately.
Yes, we're looking about 14 laps next week, so there we go. So it's about 12 to 14, maybe 15 laps next week we will be having. So and you're rightly saying we're not going to have driver interviews, but who would be, if you had to pick one driver for driver of the whole day for both races?
I think for me it has to be Carabo, the reserve driver.
Yep.
It's his first time in this league, first time standing in as a reserve, and taking a race 1 and race 2, and I think he finished P5 or P6 in race 1.
Mm-hmm.
So in my opinion, I think he did very well all round clean racing, no real incidents, no damage, kept his nose clean, and yeah, he took home the win. So with a bit of luck on his side, with a few guys crashing out, but still, you know, if you want to win the race, you got to keep it on track.
I totally agree with you on that one. So there we go then. I would give drive of the day to him as well, to Crabbo. He did amazingly well to get in race 1 to learn the car, to learn who he's driving with. I mean, and then race a really good race, as you say. I think it was 4th, 5th, or 6th, and then to win second race.
Yeah,
is just amazing. But anyway, I think, have you got anything else to say, or?
No, thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to everyone who viewed the race, and sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. Hopefully next race we'll have it all sorted out, and we'll see you in Bahrain.
We will indeed see you in Bahrain, so join us next week for Bahrain, and on Monday next week, where are we?
We are in the Premier Division racing in China.
Okay, so join us on Monday for China next time on this channel. So goodbye from me, Cadwell, and James, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Cheers. Bye bye.